6 or 7.
Just to be able to start with the takeaway, what kind of energy did that give you guys? How important was that to set the tone?
Seemed pretty important. We scored right after, so I feel like it was good.
And what did you see on the? It was kind of a crazy
ball on the
play.
ground.
No, okay. Let me back up. What did you see on your touchdown?
I didn't see nothing. I'm not gonna lie. That was like a blur. It just happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you realize you were basically dragging the guy for 10 yards?
No, I was a little blur. Like that. I don't remember what happened. That was just in the zone. Play happened.
So you had 2 interceptions against Buffalo.
Yes, sir.
2 fumble recoveries today. Is this like a defensive player's dream to be involved in all these big takeaways?
Yeah, God definitely got me. God definitely got me right. Like I got lucky last 2 games for sure.
That's that work you put in. That's that work you put in showing off.
Jordan, big night for you. What were you seeing out there from play 1 to the last play that you were in?
Coming into this game, a few days ago, I got the news my grandmother passed, so, I've been dealing with that, trying to grieve through that or whatever and work through that. And biggest thing for me today was just going out there, leaving it all out there for her. And what happened, God's plan always prevails. So, I went out there. I was blessed that I was able to do the things I did today.
Ben, huge night for you. Obviously, field general of this team, huge leader. I mean, touchdown through the air, 1 on the ground. Just kind of talk about what you were able to do to kind of lead this team tonight.
It was all thanks to the guys up front. We absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage today, and it showed in both the passing game and running game. I mean, I think we averaged 7 yards a carry. Like, that's absurd. I've never done that in my college career. So when you can do that, that's going to be a fun day. And that opens up the pass game, and we capitalized, I think.
Jordan, you entered the night 3rd in the MAC in rushing, and now you're living 1st in the MAC. Can you just speak on that?
Honestly, I'm not even surprised because I know the things I've done to get to this point. I prayed hard, worked hard. It's just God playing out. It's all Him, not me.
Hey, Jordan, as a running back, what did you think of Gage's return and the way he had a nose for the end zone?
Hey, soon as he scored, I went to my running back coach and said, "We need to get Gage some carries." He was telling me.
Showed me my favorite part.
Gage, have you ever scored a touchdown?
Yeah, I played running back in high school.
Okay.
But in college, I've never have scored, no, sir. Never
Cool.
in college.
So you felt those instincts kick in during that play?
But I don't know, man. It just happened. It just happened.
You just keep getting it, just a blur.
Yeah, just a blur.
Okay.
Just a blur.
Ben, I asked him, but you guys obviously complimentary football. Everybody talks about it, and obviously you cashed in on his takeaway to start the game.
Yeah.
But from your perspective, how much did that get you guys rolling, not only on the scoreboard, but just in terms of momentum, energy, everything?
Yeah, I mean, getting the ball on, what yard line was it?
18-yard line.
Yeah, the 15. I mean, getting the ball on the 15, you're feeling pretty good on 1st down. We just knew we were going to score, and we executed and did it, and that kind of it started the carnage.
Gage, being the only defensive guy up here, and your defense held to under 200 yards. How big is that for you guys to help your offense out by keeping them under 200?
I mean, that felt so good. We played a great game minus maybe honestly 1 play. So I mean, I know those 3 and outs, hold them off the scoreboard definitely helps them to get energy up too. It makes them feel good. So and them scoring 44 points, it makes us feel good too. So
You were 6 or 7.
Ben, you guys go into enemy territory last week, take care of business, come back this week, get another win. How big is back-to-back wins for this team?
I mean, we're on a roll, and we're not stopping. It's like a boulder going downhill. It's just gonna keep rolling. So we obviously know what's next, and once we're one day at a time. We're gonna look at Kent State right now. Come in tomorrow, watch the film, and that's all we're worried about. Kent State.
This question for any of you guys. I know you kind of just said it, Ben, but do you guys feel like you guys are getting to your peak toward the right time, or like, are you guys becoming a scary team right now to see? For anybody to play with, you guys be a scary team right now.
I mean, I guess you could say that. We've been able to find our groove these past few weeks, and you know, hopefully we could keep that momentum going on to this next week and get a dub against Kent State.
I would say if we have all three phases going complementary, I wouldn't want to play us, but
Fact.
Okay.
Ben, just talk about the connection you have with Israel Polk right now. You guys have been connecting quite a bit in the last few weeks.
yeah, he's just getting open. He's always open, so that's my favorite receiver is the guy that gets open. So yeah, I think I didn't even really notice like the year he was having until I looked at the stats. I'm not really a big stat guy. We're kind of balling. He's definitely hooping, as they would say.
Ben, as kind of being the field general, what were you kind of seeing out there today that was making you guys like go? Like, were you seeing something in the past that were saying, Coach, I need to pass, or were you seeing something in the run that were saying, or were you just seeing total domination?
I was just seeing it was like a lot of one-high man, and when you play one-on-one, it's who's the better player, and we kept winning, and especially in the run game. I mean, we're just dominating. So that's kind of what I just saw. A lot of open guys. Was able to get them the ball and distribute the ball to the playmakers. And when I handed off the ball, I saw a lot of very wide holes. So that was pretty cool.
How important was it for you guys to put together a performance for back-to-back wins in the conference?
Yeah, we had been on a bit of a roller coaster this year, right? With some, performances that were indicative of a team that could win games, and then, dipping back down the following week. So coming off of a huge win against Buffalo, we challenged these guys to, really have a great week of practice, with the 10 days, and then, not losing a day of meetings and practice because of the NCAA penalty. I thought the kids did a really nice job. We talked about habits during the week being realities on game day. And for the second week in a row, we put together a good complementary game of football, executing well in all three phases, with still plenty of things to clean up. And 2 years in a row with 4 wins, 2 years in a row with 3 league wins, 2 in a row for the second year, and two games away from bowl eligibility with 2 games left. So very, very exciting time to be playing meaningful games in November at the University of Akron.
237 yards on the ground. How do you feel like your O-line did today?
I think the O-line and the tight ends and the backs and the quarterbacks adding some, in terms of decision making and running the ball. But throughout my career as a play caller, as an ex-quarterback, and we've always had explosive plays throwing the ball, there's always been a tremendous amount of pride in our ability to run it. And you look back at all the way back to here at Akron the first time, UConn, and all the way through. We've been a team that can lean on you and run the ball and produce 1,000-yard rushers, which I believe Jordan is on the cusp of doing right now. And when you're able to do both well, it forces the defense to defend the entire width and length of the field, and forces them to commit numbers to the box by pressure or support, and that creates one-on-ones on the perimeter. So to answer your question, anytime you can get over 200 yards rushing, the guys up front and the running backs and the guys making the decision are doing a pretty good job.
Joe, can you overstate how huge it is to start the game with a takeaway, first play from scrimmage?
Yeah. We knew Umass has been a team that struggled a bit on the road. And obviously, coming in and playing well at times, but not being able to finish, starting fast was a huge point of emphasis for the team. And we didn't want to give them any hope, all right, and let them hang around and stay in the game. So to, come out of the gate and, as you mentioned, get the turnover on the flea flicker and, punch that thing in with Kyan and go up 14-0. That was a good job by the kids understanding the message and our need to get out of the gates fast.
Summers came up with that ball and then obviously had an incredible fumble recovery return for a touchdown. What did you think of that second one, that 25-yard return? And just what can you tell us about him and how he's been playing with the 2 interceptions at Buffalo too?
Yeah, he's been playing his best ball the past 2 weeks. And a guy that, you talk about habits being realities, a guy that practices hard and prepares well and understands his responsibility and, plays 100 miles an hour with his hair on fire and, just, kind of in the mold of, Bubba Arslanian, who incidentally enough was at practice, hanging out the other day. So Gage has done a really nice job and, Coach Tibbs calling defense and, we need to continue this for the next 2 weeks at a minimum.
Not just Gage, but how big was your whole defense today, keeping them under 200 yards? How big is that for an offense that you got your defense on your back?
Yeah, it was, you talk about complementary football and, winning the critical factors that determine the outcome of games, explosive plays, turnovers, third down, and red zone, which, just looking at this really quickly, looks like we took care of business there. But, anytime a defense can, hold someone to under 210 points, you're that's elite level defense. And now back-to-back weeks, Coach Tibesar and his staff and the players have done a really nice job. And, offensively, we've been able to put points on the board and special teams make some plays. And, that's how you win football games.
Jordan Gant, he had 156 yards on the night. He entered third in the MAC in rushing and is leaving the night first in the MAC in rushing. Can you just speak more on him specifically?
Yeah. We've talked about this, I think, throughout the year, just a tremendous evaluation by Coach Richardson. Jordan's a guy that started at Tennessee State and saw his role diminish there and decided to get in the portal. And, Terry, made the evaluation. And, we were able to get Jordan here and just can't say enough about a young man who, appreciates the opportunity, prepares well, has an incredibly high football IQ, and just like we mentioned about Gage, a guy who ends up playing like he practiced. So, and he's a wonderful young man too, just the type of kid that you want to be around. And, just you're always happy and excited to see a young man who does things the right way, see his attitude and his effort validated through performance. And that's definitely what Jordan does.
As a person on the sideline watching, I've noticed from even the first play before the turnover, you guys came out with a lot of energy. You think that
we do what?
You guys came out with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You guys think that kind of like rocketed you guys to get a turnover on the first play?
I hope so. It's of all the things that we've done here in an attempt to build a legitimate FBS program, it's you got to sometimes create your own energy. And some of the factors that we talk about relative to winning on a weekly basis, right? Preparation, energy, effort, physicality, execution, and finish. And you watched the Buffalo game last week, and you could see it was really the first time I mentioned to the kids in a team meeting that it looked like an energetic sideline of kids that, and not just the guys who were playing. That occurred after Ben Kamara's interception, and now we had the towels out, kids were pumped up, and winning is contagious, man. So hopefully we can keep it rolling.
How has Ben Finley progressed for you this season?
I think we've seen Ben is a very talented player in terms of height, arm strength, accuracy, and productivity. But I think where he's grown the most is not getting too high and not getting too low. Right, when things go well and things go poorly, and trying to just keep an even keel in terms of his response to those things, and not trying to make up for a bad play on the next play and treating every play as its own separate entity. So I think his level of maturity, his understanding of the system, and subsequent execution has improved, along with his emotional stability relative to controlling his emotions and just taking each play one at a time. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Coach, obviously you guys take everything 1 week at a time, but kind of the word around the locker room now is wagon wheel, right? Everybody's saying it. What's this team looking to do next week to just go into that game, and how much energy kind of surrounds that now?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to enjoy this for about 12 hours here and be in first thing in the morning, getting rolling. But, having been